the tyre in a little bit too much. It tends to suck you in and pull you around the corner, and that's what it looked like there. Philip Andrews in 13th. He's on the move. He's passed 4 cars since the start of that race, and he's one guy that's actually progressing forward. It's pretty dirty on the inside down to the hairpin there, so we saw him have a pretty good hard look, but just decided that he needed to pull the car up a bit shorter and live to fight another day. This battle continues for P3 and 4.
The Gibber's going to line him up here, maybe for a look at the top of the Adelaide hairpin. Little Datsun 1600. Won't do it there, but he's left the door open. The 9 of Walden leaves the door open, but it was again the sideways action of the 1600. It was his for taking there.
So Walden was very much covering the line there to stop Nagib from having a look up the inside, but got very deep into the corner. Wasn't able to make the apex, and Nagib, I feel like he's hungry here. He's the guy with a bit of momentum. He's closed that gap. Let's see if he can get the job done. And if he can get the job done, is he going to do it sideways?
Yeah, exactly. We hope so.
Absolutely.
Turn 7 would be nice, thank you.
Or turn 8.
Turn 8. That would be gutsy, wouldn't it?
I shouldn't say that. Oh, no. Problem for Nagib there. He's fallen off the back. We saw his hand go up inside that car, so looks pretty terminal. Slowed at a rapid rate.
So this is the move I talked about from ground level. So Walden left the door open for Nagib, but then he got the 1600 sideways for the 17th time in this race. And it could have been enough for him to take that position, but then it all came to nothing at the top of Hunt Street. Meantime, it's back on at the front. Hislop locks up, and Brown looks like he's gone off in the background.
And we've gone to the next camera waiting for them to come out.
He is off.
Both guys ran off the road. Oh no, Chris Brown doing such a great job there to battle with Ray Hislop.
You know he's going to come out in front of Walden here. Was that Walden going past? So he's dropped back to 3rd. That was 13 seconds, Andy. He just lost there alone.
And possibly 4th too if he's not careful, because Ingram looked like he had momentum on his side and was going to get around him before the second last turn.
So suddenly Ray Hislop has 14 seconds on the field. Just like that, the big Falcon stretches the legs up Wakefield Street for the final time in race 1 of the improved production cars.
We thought he'd have a big lead at the end of this race, Hislop, but he hasn't had it all his own way.
It was less than a second a minute ago, and now he can look in the mirror when he goes on the Bartels Road going, is this an 8-lap race or have I gone 1 lap too many? There'll be nobody behind him, and he can just cruise down Bartels Road.
And he is. Look at him staying off that curb for the last corner, making sure that he looks after this car. And with the rate of attrition that's going on out there, that's a smart move. Very, very smart move. He would have been loving that battle, though, inside that car. And probably the racer that we know that Ray Hislop is, he would have loved to have finished this race the way he was just battling there. With Chris Brown, unfortunately, yeah, he would have wanted that to go right down to the checkered flag.
So now he's battling with Walden for 2nd and 3rd. He might just get this back, Andy, at the turn 9 hairpin. So down the inside he goes.
We know it's dirty there, and Chris Brown knows it's dirty because he should have better braking than that. He's been very, very good to get the job done on the dirty side of the road.
So they battle for 2nd and 3rd. Meantime, Ray Hislop is about to come out the final turn and win the race. He's off the Adelaide hairpin. Front row start. He started from P2 and collects the win by a massive margin in race 1 of the improved production cars. Brown will get 2nd after we could have won this race, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel bad for Chris Brown. He sort of got tripped up a little bit. Ray Hislop blocked that left front over in the back section behind the pit area. And it just forced Chris Brown into a mistake behind him when he reacted to Hislop's mistake and ended up in the fence. But Ray Hislop pressed on, and he was the first driver to greet the checkered flag.
But a great form guide for these cars this weekend, with 2 more races still to come, as Hislop wins the race by 13.2 seconds. So this is what happened a couple of laps earlier. Battle for the lead initially. He got the car up on the curb on the right-hand side, and it's hard to pull it up from that point.
Yeah, he did, absolutely, but I feel like that was a reaction to the little moment that Hislop was having ahead of him. Not a